Have you ever looked at the night sky and felt two things at once, tiny and infinite? You see stars that have burned for millions of years, and for a second you wonder, who am I in all of this? That question, the ache to understand our place in this vast universe, is exactly what Krishna answers in chapter 10 of the Bhagavad Gita. He doesn't explain it through rules or religion, he explains it through wonder. He shows Arjuna and all of us how to see the divine in everything. I have created a full Bhagavad Gita playlist, one video for each chapter. If you haven't watched it yet, check it out after this one. Chapter 10 begins softly. Krishna tells Arjuna, "Because you are dear to me, I will speak again for your benefit. The highest wisdom, more secret than all secrets." Here notice his tone. He is not commanding a soldier, he is speaking to a friend. In that one line you can feel Krishna's affection. He says this knowledge is pure, uplifting and eternal, and those who hold faith in it find joy that never fades. So what is this royal wisdom? It's an awareness that everything magnificent, everything powerful, every spark of beauty you see is Krishna himself expressing through creation. He says, "I am the source of all. From me everything flows." In one sentence, Krishna defines the entire cosmic truth. Every heartbeat, every galaxy, every idea starts in him. Think about it. When an artist paints, where does the idea come from? When a flower blooms, who taught it symmetry? When love fills your heart, who designed that feeling? Krishna smiles within every answer. He is saying, "I'm that invisible intelligence guiding everything." And those who realize this, who see him as an origin behind all, live in devotion, not because they are forced to, but because love becomes the only natural response. Then Krishna reveals something even deeper. "I am the self, O Arjuna, seated in the heart of all beings. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all." This verse changes everything. It means Krishna isn't outside, he lives inside you. When you feel calm in chaos, when intuitions whisper the right thing, when forgiveness raises where anger used to be, that's Krishna moving through you. You are not a separate creature begging for God's grace. You are grace in human form. You are the flute through which he plays his song. Arjuna, amazed, asks, "Krishna, how should I think of you? In what form do you appear in this world?" And Krishna begins to describe his glories, his vibhutis, his expressions of the infinite. "Among the Adityas, I am Vishnu. Among lights, I am the radiant sun. Among mountains, I am Meru. Among rivers, I am Ganga." Imagine hearing this on battlefield, arrows flying, drums beating, and Krishna calmly describing how the entire universe is his reflection. He's not boasting, he's teaching vision. He's saying, "Look beyond names. When you see greatness, see me. When you see compassion, see me. When you see beauty, see me." Every time you feel, oh, that spark of wonder, you are touching Krishna's presence. Let's bring that into your modern life. When you see the morning sunrise, that's Krishna's light. When thunder shakes the sky, that's his voice. When wisdom suddenly hits you, that's his insight. When someone stands up for the truth, that's his courage. When a mother protects her child, that's his love. He's saying, you don't have to search for me in faraway temples. See me in life itself. The more you look through this lens, the more divine your everyday world becomes. The street light, the rain, the laughter, the silence, all start to feel scarred. Arjuna asks sincerely, "Please tell me again in detail about your divine manifestations." He is not curious like a scientist. He is yearning like a devotee. Krishna answers not to impress, but to awaken remembrance. He is saying, the moment you see me in everything, fear disappears. Because how can you fear life when life itself is divine? How can you hate anyone when the same Krishna beats in their heart? This is the secret that dissolves loneliness and ego at once. After listing his glories, Krishna concludes with humanity. "There is no end to my divine manifestations, Arjuna. I have only mentioned a few examples of my infinite power." Then he says the line that sums up Chapter 10. "Know that whatever is glorious, beautiful or powerful arises from a spark of my splendor." Just a spark. Think of it. All the brilliance of the world, the stars, the oceans, the greatest minds, the deepest love are just tiny reflections of his limitless energy. The secret message here isn't just about admiring God's greatness, it's about seeing him inside yourself. When Krishna says, "I am the strength of the strong," he means your courage to keep trying is divine. When he says, "I am the wisdom in the voice," he means your clarity in confusion confusion is divine. So stop saying I'm not enough. Start realizing I'm living expression of Krishna. That's not arrogance. That's awareness. When you know you come from the infinite, you stop chasing small validations. How do we practice chapter 10 in everyday life? Krishna don't ask for ritual. He asks for vision. Next time you eat, remember this food is his gift. When you work, remember this energy is his strength. When you succeed, remember this glory belongs to him. When you fail, remember this too is his lesson. Turn ordinary moments into act of gratitude. Say quietly before sleeping, thank you, Krishna, for another day through you. The small remembrance slowly rewires the mind. Life stops feeling random. It becomes scared, purposeful and peaceful. Krishna keeps repeating one word. Shraddha means faith. Faith doesn't mean blind belief. It means trusting the divine rhythm even when you can't see the plan. When doors close, maybe he's protecting you. When people leave, maybe he's creating space for better ones. When life feels stuck, maybe he's preparing you for growth. Faith is choosing to see Krishna's hand even in the storm, and once you do that, peace follows automatically. After hearing all this, Arjuna's voice trembles with devotion. He says, "Oh Krishna, you are everything, the supreme being, the oldest, the highest refuge of the world." Arjuna finally sees what was always there, and that's what transformation looks like. Not new information, but new vision. When you realize that the same Krishna flows through everyone, you stop living in separation, you start living in unity. That's enlightenment, not disappearing into the sky, but waking up to the divinity already here. Chapter 9 taught us to love without attachment. Chapter 10 teaches us to love through recognition. In chapter 9, Krishna said, "Offer everything to me." In chapter 10, he says, "See me in everything." Together they form the bridge of devotion to realization. From I love God to I see God everywhere. When your heart reaches that point, you don't have to force spirituality, you simply live it effortlessly, joyfully. If Krishna were sitting beside you tonight, he might smile and say, "Stop searching for me outside. I am the power behind your breath, the silence between your thoughts, the love that keeps you alive." When you see me in all these things, your life becomes worship without end. And maybe you'd smile back and whisper, "I see you now, in light, in darkness, in me." That's real Vibhuti Yoga. Not memorizing God's glories, but feeling them everywhere. Look around you right now. The screen you are watching on, the electricity flowing, the mind that's processing these words, it's all part of that same infinite intelligence Krishna spoke of. You are not watching this by accident. Maybe this is small way of reminding you, I'm still here, don't forget me. So the next time you doubt your worth, remember chapter 10. Remember that within you lies a piece of the same force that moves galaxies and holds stars in place. You are not ordinary, you are extraordinarily divine. If this message helped you to see Krishna's presence in a new light, share it with someone who needs that reminder, because sometimes a single verse can heal a heavy heart. And don't forget to subscribe to Soul Hacks for more life lessons from Krishna, spoken in a simple modern voice. We are building a space where spirituality feels real, human and alive. I'll be uploading chapter 11 next Sunday, the breathtaking moment where Krishna reveals his universal form. You don't want to miss that one. Until then, see the divine in everything and let love guide your vision. Jai Shri Krishna.